Hi, I looked at my Twitter feed today and this is the news I read. More than 7,800 flights cancelled due to northeast storm. Amtrak says rail service between New York City and Boston suspended. And it reminded me of Paul's disappointment with his travel plans. In Romans 15 verse 24, Paul says, I'm on my way to Spain. And writing to the Romans, he says, I'm on my way to Spain, but I'm going to pop in and see you in Rome if I can. And of course, disappointment. Paul never got to Spain. And I'm going to talk about that and just share one particular point later. But disappointment is something we all live with. Those tens of thousands of people that were flying on those 7,800 flights today across America, they would have had experienced incredible disappointment. Disappointment is something that we live with every day. A close friend lets you down, disappointment. Potential bank loan, disapproved, disappointment. Potential significant door opening for you, but door closed, disappointment. It's something that we live with every day. Paul had clear, definitive plans to go to Spain, never got there. You see, this is my point. Our disappointments can become God's appointments. And Paul, of course, trying to get to Spain, some believers waiting for him, no doubt, for his arrival. Paul instead goes to Rome as he suggested to the Romans in Romans 15:24. While he's in Rome, he's placed under house arrest and of course writes the incredible prison epistles, Ephesians and Colossians and all the other epistles that he writes. So here's my point. Our disappointment can be God's appointment. Those few Spanish Christians waiting for Paul were disappointed, but in fact in the last 2,000 years, hundreds of millions of people have heard the gospel preached through those prison letters that Paul wrote. A disappointment became an appointment with God. And that's what's incredibly encouraging, that God always has everything under control because He's sovereign. Proverbs 16 verse 9 says this, we make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. Clearly that was the case with Paul. Then in Psalm 139 verse 16, King David says this. He says, you've determined our steps even before I began to breathe. I love that. So if you're experiencing disappointment, remember this could be God's incredible appointment for your life. Remember Romans 8:28 says, God causes all things to work together for good, for them that love God and for them that are called according to His purpose. Be encouraged. God bless.